Welcome to another video. Please remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you will be updated on all my future content. So this video is going to focus on 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication using the Lattice method. Our first example problem is 472 times 25. And I'm going to go through step by step how to solve that problem. So I have my Lattice method model here. Since we're doing 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication, I have 3 boxes for the top 3-digit number and then 2 boxes for the 2 bottom digit numbers. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be multiplying each of the digits in the within the different numbers. So we're going to be multiplying 2 times 2, 2 times 5. And as we multiply digit by digit, the answers are going to go in the square, but the digits within our answers are going to go in a separate triangle. So we're going to start out simply by multiplying 2 times 2. And the answer to 2 times 2 is going to go in this square. Each digit within our answer is going to go in a separate triangle. So 2 times 2 equals 4. So the digit in the ones place in our answer goes in the top triangle. The digit in the the digit in the ones place goes in the bottom triangle. The digit in the ones place goes in the bottom triangle, and the digit in the tens place goes in the top triangle. Now for our answer here, there is no digit in the tens place, so we're going to put a 0 in the top triangle. 2 times 5 equals 10, so the answer to 2 times 5 is going to go in this square. Again, the digit in the ones place goes in the bottom triangle, so we're going to put a 0 in the ones place. Then the digit in the tens place goes in the top triangle, 1 in the tens place. 2 times 5 equals 10. So we have a 1 and a 0. Next, we're going to multiply 7 times 2. The answer to 7 times 2 is going to go in this triangle. And within our answer, the digit in the tens place goes in the top triangle. The digit in the ones place goes in the bottom triangle. So 7 times 2 equals 14. So we're going to put a 1 and a 4. Next, we multiply 7 times 5, and the answer to 7 times 5 goes within this square. 7 times 5 equals 35, so we have a 3 in the tens place, a 5 in the ones place, so 3 in the top triangle, 5 in the bottom triangle. Next, we're going to multiply 4 times 2. The answer to 4 times 2 is going to go in this square. 4 times 2 equals 8. So 8, there's nothing in the tens place, so we're going to put a 0 in the top triangle and then an 8 in the bottom triangle. Next, we multiply 4 times 5. The answer to 4 times 5 goes in the bottom square. 4 times 5 equals 20, so that's a 2 in the tens place, 0 in the ones place, 2 in the top triangle, 0 in the bottom triangle. So now we've done all our multiplication. The next step is we have to add all of the numbers within the square. And for the Lattice method, we add the numbers going along the diagonal lines. So along this first diagonal line, the only number in the square is 0, so we're going to put a 0 here. In between these two diagonal lines, we have 4, 1, and 5. Those are the 3 numbers within the square, so we have to add those numbers up. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now we have to regroup just as we would with any addition problem. So the 0 and 10 is going to go in between these two diagonal lines. The 1 in the number 10 is going to get carried over. And that 1 is going to be added along with all of the numbers that are in between these two diagonal lines. So 1 plus 0 equals 1, plus 4 equals 5, plus 3 equals 8, plus 0 equals 8, still 8. So we're going to put an 8 in between these two diagonal lines. This marker's basically ran its course. I definitely have to get a new erasable marker here. Next, we add the 3 numbers that are in between these two diagonal lines here. 1 plus 8 equals 9, plus 2 equals 11. So we regroup. The 111 goes here. The other one gets carried over to this diagonal line. 1 plus 0 equals 1. So now we read our number from left to right. Let me make the second one a little neater here. So we have 11,800. 472 times 25 equals 11,800. All right, I think we're going to do one more example problem, then we're going to call it a video. I think I'm going to see if I have another erasable marker here, so stay tuned. It's the Mr. Camilleri Show. It's the Mr. Camilleri Show. Oh. It's the Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri Show. It's the Mr. Camilleri Show. It's the Mr. Camilleri Show. Oh. It's the Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri, Mr. Camilleri Show. All right, we have another available marker. Our next problem is now going to show up on the screen. This marker is running its course too, but it's a little better than the last one. Legibility. So we have 238 times 54. Now for this one, you'll actually get to see me make the Lattice model. So since this is 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication, I'm going to make a box that's 3 boxes by 2 boxes. This is how I'm going to set up the model. So I have 1, 2, 3. Three boxes going across, 2 boxes going down. So we have a box for each digit along the top, 238. So we have 2. Looks like this marker is also running its course. All right, let me go back to the old marker. Let's see if this marker has one more problem a minute before it goes. 2, 3, 8, then on the side, 5 and 4. Yep, that marker's gone. So now we are drawing our diagonals through each of the squares. And now we are ready to multiply. So we'll start off. We're going to multiply 8 times 5. The answer to 8 times 5 goes in this square, and each digit goes in a separate triangle. So 8 times 5 equals 40. So within our answers, the bottom digit in our answer goes in the bottom triangle, and the digit in the ones place within our answer goes in the bottom triangle. The digit in the tens place goes in the top triangle. So for 40, we have 4 in the tens place, 0 in the ones place. 8 times 4 equals 32. So in the number 32, we have 3 in the tens place, 2 in the ones place. 3 goes in the top triangle, 2 goes in the bottom triangle. 3 times 5 equals 15. The answer to 15 goes in this square here. 15 has a 1 and a 5 in it, 1 in the top triangle, 5 in the bottom triangle. 3 times 4 equals 12. 12 has a 1 in the tens place, a 2 in the ones place, so 1 in the top triangle, 2 in the bottom triangle for our answer 12. 2 times 5 equals 10. The answer to 2 times 5 is going to go in this square. So we have a 1 in the top triangle, 0 in the bottom triangle. 2 times 4 equals 8. There's nothing in the tens place for the number 8, so we're going to put a 0 in the top triangle and 8 in the bottom triangle. So all our multiplication is done. All our multiplication so far is done, but now we have to add the numbers that are inside the square. And we're going to add them along each of these diagonal lines. So along this first diagonal line, only number within the square is 2. So we'll put a 2 in the first diagonal line there. Between the second two diagonal lines, we have 0 plus 3 plus 2. 0 plus 3 equals 3, plus 2 equals 5. In between these two diagonal lines, we have 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 8. 4 plus 5 equals 9, plus 1 equals 10, plus 8 equals 18. Now, whenever we have a sum that's 10 or more, as always, we have to regroup. So the 8 and 18 is going to go here. The 1 is going to get carried over and be added along with the digits in between these two diagonal lines. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Plus 0 still equals 2, plus 0 still equals 2. And then on the top diagonal line, the only number we have is 1. So next, we're going to read our number from left to right. So we have our answer, 238 times 54 equals 12,852. 12,852 is our final answer. All right, that is my live stream for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. And if there is an area of math or reading that you're having difficulty with, put that in the comments and I will do a future video on that skill. Until next time, this is Mr. Camilleri signing off.